Section 13. I'm not going to give you it, and I've got a good reason.
Yeah, I do.
Right, okay. So, all right, you're going to have to arrest me because I'm not going.
Welcome to Candid Cops UK. Real stories, real duty. Life behind the badge.
This episode is brought to us by Autistic Audits. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Autistic Audits is standing on a public pavement filming a building. Nothing concealed, nothing unlawful. Officers approach already asserting that he has committed a crime, yet not one of them can actually identify what that crime is. No legislation, no section, just vague allegations and confidence without substance. What follows is a textbook example of policing by assumption, where lawful behavior is treated as guilt, and questions are answered with pressure rather than clarity.
We had a report of somebody acting suspiciously, matching your description down at the industrial estate just off of Bodwell Road.
Suspiciously?
Yeah.
That's not a crime, is it?
Well, they've obviously asked us to come and make sure everything's okay. Apparently the person was filming in their windows.
That actually wouldn't be against the law, would it, either, because it's in a public place?
Well, it depends on what they were doing. Obviously, that's why we're not accusing you of a crime. We're just here to basically see what was happening.
Yeah.
Are you filming for any purpose? Was it yourself?
I can't sort of confirm that because it's my first time I've been here, so I wouldn't actually know.
Right. Have you been filming in people's windows today?
I wouldn't say windows specifically, but I have been filming.
Okay, right, that's fine. Was it in about the grounds at the business park, just kind of behind these buildings?
Again, it's really difficult for me to confirm, honestly, because it's the first time I've been here.
Right.
But I have been filming around and I've been quite pleasant to people.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I haven't broken any laws, I promise you that.
If you're not, then that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Do you mind me asking why you were filming? Like, was there a reason behind it?
Just sort of public interest.
This is where the entire interaction begins on the wrong footing. The officers approach because they've received a call claiming he is acting suspiciously. Yet the only behavior identified is filming an industrial estate from a public pavement. That is not a criminal offense, and it is not inherently suspicious. It describes an activity, not an offense. Autistic Audits calmly explains that he has been polite, has not approached anyone, and has not broken any law, and that should be the end of it. A report does not reduce the legal threshold. It does not transform lawful conduct into wrongdoing simply because someone felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Are you aware of kind of what's housed in that building down there? The one that you were filming right now?
Again,
obviously I appreciate this.
again, that you've put me there, and I'm saying I don't know whether I was there or whether I wasn't there, because I've never been to Hamilton before.
Right.
And I've been here, there and everywhere, and I'm quite confused as to where I actually have. So you keep saying that I was there, and what I'm doing down there, and as far as I'm concerned, I haven't committed any crime.
Okay. The reason I say yourself, is the description has been passed, has matched yourself to a T, and the fact of age.
Right, but you've still not described the criminal offence to me.
I'm not saying there is a criminal offence.
Right, then, so what we're talking about
is that we're currently investigating something, someone's reported somebody filming in their windows in a suspicious manner that they believe they may have been there to commit a crime.
Right, so what crime was that then?
Well, that's why we're here to try and find out what's happened, to see if there has been a crime committed.
No, absolutely not. There's no crime. I wouldn't commit a crime.
Obviously, we don't know that until we spoke to everybody involved.
Well, that's it.
That's obviously why we're doing that.
This exchange fully exposes the emptiness of the stop. Autistic Audits does exactly what any person should do. He asks a simple, lawful question. What criminal offense are you referring to? The officer immediately backtracks, admitting that he hasn't actually said there is one. That contradiction matters. You cannot question someone on the basis of criminal suspicion while simultaneously conceding that no crime is alleged. It reveals the real issue. The officer is fishing, not investigating. The repeated questioning is not about clarifying an offense. It's about applying pressure in the hope that something can be reframed later.
This is the first time that you've been in Hamilton. I take it you don't live locally?
No, not locally, no.
Okay. Is there a kind of reason that you've travelled to Hamilton today? Is it just the film, or?
Do I have to answer these questions? Because I don't think. No, I don't think that I do, unless you're going to detain me or whatever. Because this is not turning out very nice.
Right. I'm not sure if you're aware of what happened in terms of it's going mostly for us to investigate the crime.
Right.
We no longer kind of detain people in relation to kind of
Right, then I don't want to ask. I don't want to answer any more questions because I think I've reassured you enough. Right, that you haven't actually described a crime to me, and I haven't committed a crime. So therefore, I've answered your questions, and I'm going to go now because you said I've not been detained.
Well,
okay.
I'm not saying what I'm saying is that we're still trying to get.
Am I being detained? If I'm being detained, tell me. If not, I'm going.
As I explained to you,
am I being detained? Am I being detained?
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Right, I'm going then.
Just now tell me
then tell me that I'm being detained.
You're not being detained. That's
right, then I'm going then.
This is where the officers talk themselves into a corner. They continue questioning him, but when he asks the decisive question, "Am I detained?" they say no. That answer matters. If he is not detained and no offense has been identified, the interaction is entirely voluntary. At that point, continuing to question him is not investigation. It is persistence without authority. He is not being difficult by disengaging. He is responding logically to the legal reality they have created themselves. Either articulate a lawful power or let him go. Their failure to do either makes it clear this is not policing driven by evidence.
Then I don't need to stop. By law, I do not need to stop. I don't need to stop.
That's what I'm trying to explain.
That would be assault, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't be assault, no, because I'm allowed to actually stop you. All right.
But I'm not detained. I don't need to stop.
Listening, though, that's what we're trying
no, you're not listening. I don't need to stop because I'm not being detained. You just said I'm not being detained, so I'm free to leave. I'm free to leave.
You're not free.
I'm free to leave. Then I'm being detained.
To you, okay. What we're trying to do just now is establish that there's been a crime committed, okay?
No, that you're trying to detain me without detaining me.
No.
You are?
I'm not.
You are? So what section of law have you got me to stand here now for? What is it?
Hasn't explained. That's what I'm trying
Which section of law?
Well, all right. At this moment in time, there's been a report to us that somebody...
Which section of law?
Again, so that's what I'm trying to explain
what's
to you.
What's the crime?
All right. This is
it's
section 57 that someone's been
57.
With the purpose they may have been there to commit theft.
57 what is?
All right.
What's 57?
I'll explain everything to you, I don't mind.
No, what is section 57?
It's that somebody may be there within the curtilage of a building with the intention of committing a crime as in theft.
But
what stands out here is how they justify their actions without ever anchoring them to anything concrete. Where establishing whether a crime has been committed is not a process, it is an admission of uncertainty. Policing is not meant to operate in reverse, where someone's liberty is paused while officers decide whether they can justify it later. Then comes the Section 57 moment, which fully exposes the knowledge gap. Section 57 does not grant any police power. It is a definition section within the Terrorism Act. It explains what the word terrorism means, nothing more. No stop power, no detention power, no authority to surround or restrain anyone. The fact that an officer invokes it and then cannot explain how it applies shows this was not a simple lapse in memory. It was a guess.
Anything been reported as stolen?
No, not stolen yet.
So nothing's been stolen?
Crime isn't theft, sir. All right.
So what is the crime? What is the crime?
The crime is that somebody may be in the curtilage of that area with the intention to commit theft. All right. And
do you believe that?
At this moment in time, I don't have enough information to believe or disbelieve it, but what's been reported to me is that someone's been...
Right, well, I can't help you with that. I can't help you with that. All I can say is that I've been filming, right, and that's not sort of suspicious because it's a lawful activity.
And that's why we
okay, and I've only been in a publicly accessible place with no signs around or anything like that, right? So I've not committed any offences and I have no criminal intent whatsoever.
Even if it is a public place. All right, that crime can still be committed, and that's why I'm explaining.
But it's not though, because there has been no crime because I haven't committed a crime.
Such times as we investigate.
You're saying that you have suspicion?
Yeah, someone has phoned us to say that they're suspicious of that.
Right, but suspicion is not a crime.
This is where the logic completely unravels. The officer pivots to theft, is asked the obvious question, has anything been stolen, and is forced to admit the answer is no. So the allegation shifts again. Now the issue is not theft, but that someone might have the intention to commit a crime. That is not policing. Autistic Audits sums it up perfectly in one sentence. Suspicion is not a crime. And that is exactly why this justification fails. Suspicion is something officers are expected to act on lawfully, not treat as guilt in itself. You do not surround, restrict, or escalate against someone simply because you feel uneasy about what they might do.
Done anything,
there to
but I haven't done anything.
All right.
So what grounds have you got then to hold me now?
Well, that's why we were speaking.
What grounds have you got? Just tell me your grounds.
Because you're potentially a suspect of a crime.
Potentially a suspect of a
That's
crime.
why we were speaking to.
That's
you,
not been
trying to
committed
get more details.
because nothing has actually happened. They've just said that there's somebody, filming.
We understand people don't usually go in and film in people's windows, so it arouses people's suspicions. It's not something that everybody does every day. I appreciate there may be valid
People don't
reasons
play
for it.
football every day, but it's a
do,
lawful
yeah.
experience.
They do play
Well, not
football,
everybody
yeah.
plays football, do they? Not
Understand
everybody
that.
plays rugby, not everybody goes bungee
How
jumping.
often do people come and film in your windows? I can't imagine very regularly.
No,
Right, so that's
I wouldn't go filming in anybody else's personal windows either.
Well, that's
So
why
I think that
people
you're...
have been concerned.
No, I don't think so.
Well, they have. That's,
Because-
I'm telling you, they have.
What, in
It's not-
somebody's house?
No, I'm telling you, those people have been concerned that you're filming in the windows of that business premises.
Then it's not a criminal offence. I'm
Not
sorry,
you're right,
you are
filming,
not.
You're right,
You are
filming in
not.
somebody's window
You've
isn't.
not described anything which is a criminal.
This is where it fully collapses. When asked for grounds, she responds with, "You're potentially a suspect of a crime." That sentence alone exposes how little she understands her own powers. You do not become a suspect because an officer feels uncertain, and you do not have grounds based on something that has not happened. Policing does not operate on potential suspects of potential crimes. Grounds must be rooted in facts, behavior, or evidence that already exists, not a hypothetical future offense someone might commit.
Well, I have explained the reason for
No,
it.
you haven't.
All right.
You have not described a criminal offence or the grounds, and you've detained me. You stopped me from leaving.
Yep.
Right. So then that you've detained me, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, so that's what I was trying to explain to you. It's not that I've detained you, all right?
You have
detained you, sorry.
detained. Right,
Our
I'm
home's
free to
trying
leave then, am I? I'm free
No,
to
you're not.
leave.
That's
Look at
not
you,
all
so
right.
I'm not free to leave.
No, because
so you've
under Section
detained
13
me
of the
then.
Criminal Procedure Scotland Act, I'm going to require you to
Section
provide me your
13.
details, yeah?
I'm not going to give you, and I've got a good reason.
Yeah, I do.
Right,
Uh-huh.
okay.
At this
So,
time, you've
all right,
been
you're going to have to
suspected.
arrest me.
Right,
Because
okay.
I'm not going.
Just pop this down for me so I
Right.
can place some handcuffs on you.
It ends with him being arrested, despite there being no lawful basis to do so. That is the point where poor policing turns into legal exposure. You can debate suspicion all day, but once officers escalate to an arrest they cannot justify, it stops being opinion and becomes evidence. When a viewer asks how it's going, his response is simply ongoing, and that is the only update he has given since. This is one of those encounters that does not require exaggeration. The facts speak for themselves. Officers begin with nothing concrete, talk themselves into suspicion, and then escalate when that suspicion never becomes an offense. Questions replace grounds, authority replaces law, and when challenged, pressure replaces reasoning. That is how someone ends up being arrested without officers ever being able to clearly explain why. And that is why this did not end on the pavement. Once it crossed into an unlawful arrest, it stopped being a debate and became a legal issue. This is exactly what happens when officers rely on assumption instead of justification. It may feel controlled in the moment, but it never withstands scrutiny afterward. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps support my independent coverage. And don't forget to check out Autistic Audits. His channel is linked in the description. Show him some support. Thanks for watching.